notion that this was a massacre of Jews is a fabricated narrative. Many of those killed on October 7th,
Thank you, ma'am. Your time is up.
Including children, were killed by the IDF.
Wow, that was something. Hey, this is Tim Miller with the Bulwark. I want to talk about an important tweet sent by Adam Schiff, the Democratic congressman from California running for Senate, addressing this video from the Oakland City Council. Adam Schiff wrote, "Hamas is a designated terrorist organization. Their horrific attacks, rapes, killings, and kidnappings must be condemned. It is shocking to see people continue to downplay, deny, or even seek to justify their October 7th attacks." Yes, 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 Adam Schiff. This is a guy that is running in a Democratic primary where there's all this talk about how on the campus left and on the far left in progressive circles, there's some sympathy towards the actions against Israel because they're colonizers or whatever. To see a Democratic candidate in a primary put himself out there and be as crystal clear as that is really important. I think to understand where Schiff is coming from, we should really watch this entire video.
There's not been beheadings of babies and rapings. Israel murdered their own people on October 7th.
Calling Hamas a terrorist organization is ridiculous, racist, and plays into genocidal propaganda that is flooding our media and that we should be doing everything possible to combat.
I support the right of Palestinians to resist occupation, including through Hamas, the armed wing of the unified Palestinian resistance.
As an Arab, asking with this context to condemn Hamas is very anti-Arab racist.
The notion that this was a massacre of Jews is a fabricated narrative. Many of those killed on October 7th,
Thank you, ma'am. Your time is up.
Including children, were killed by the IDF. An amendment condemning Hamas is bald propaganda meant to...
Thank you. Your time is up.
To hear them complain about Hamas violence is like listening to a wife beater complain when his wife finally stands up and fights back.
Question. Did anyone else notice that those who oppose this resolution are old white supremacists?
There's been a lot of atrocity propaganda ranging from claims of beheaded babies to mass rape.
Hamas is not a terrorist organization just because the U.S. and Israel deems it so. Hamas is a resistance organization that is fighting for the liberation of Palestinian people and their land.
This is like left-wing Pizzagate stuff at some of these comments. The Israelis really did this. Hamas wasn't raping and killing babies. Hamas is just the armed wing of the Palestinian resistance. No. This was an abominable, unconscionable terrorist attack on people who were just living their lives. Particularly when you think about the peace-loving people in the kibbutzes, the people that were at the concert for freedom. These were not fighters. These were not enemy combatants that needed to be attacked by the militant wing or whatever it was, the armed wing of the Palestinian resistance. I mean, this is just nutso lunacy from people in Oakland. We're not sure how many of these, maybe these were some Berkeley residents coming over to Oakland or some San Francisco, who knows, but some people at this Oakland City Council meeting. I think that the important thing and why I really wanted to highlight Schiff's tweet is that what we ask for, especially here at the Bulwark, but anyone that is democracy loving, small L liberal that wants us to live in a democratic society, what we want from our leaders is to self-police. Is to, when they see craziness or extremism or conspiracy theories among people that are ostensibly on their own side, to call it out clearly, to speak the truth, to say that it is wrong, to stand their ground, not to cower. Because cowering in the face of extremist mobs is how you end up with January 6th. Like, we've been begging Republican politicians to speak up and speak out against the conspiracy theories that have festered on the far right, and time and again, with few exceptions, shout out Liz Cheney, they have failed. They have failed time and again. And so it is important that Adam Schiff is not like a red state Republican. He is from California. He is running in a Democratic primary right now, in a very competitive one, against Katie Porter, a progressive Democrat, against Barbara Lee, an extremely progressive Democrat from Oakland. Adam Schiff is saying, no, I can run in a Democratic primary speaking truth. I can speak truth about what is happening in Israel without being a Bibi apologist, but by saying clearly Hamas is a terrorist organization. To downplay, deny, or seek to justify their attacks is shocking. Thank you, Adam Schiff, for speaking out like that. We've not seen that from his opponents in the primary. It's worth noting. So it's not been every Democratic politician. But this is in the spirit of, we talked about this in a different video on this feed. You can go back and watch it. Something that John Fetterman's been doing as well out in Pennsylvania. So we're going to continue to monitor this. This is obviously something that is embroiling the left right now, though it is also worth noting that the pro-Hamas view, if you look at recent polls, like Hamas has like a 1% approval rating. So we really are talking about a pretty tiny group here, but it still is something that is worth continuing to monitor. We're going to call out politicians on either side, speaking truth to power against people on their own side when we see it. Good on you, Adam Schiff. We'll be back with more here at the Bulwark next time. Make sure you're subscribed. We want to get over 100,000 subscribers. It's about to happen. We appreciate you watching our YouTube feed, and we'll see you all soon. Hey, if you like this video and our content, I'd love for you to become a Bulwark Plus member. You get bonus podcasts, you get bonus newsletters, you get bonus takes from me that maybe don't come up on the YouTube feed. You can try it out for free at thebulwark.com/free trial. The link is below in the description. We'd love to have you as a member of our community. We have great commenters and great opportunities for people who want to protect democracy.